everywhere. Alright, we here. It's your boy CEO Riley Moe. I'm the CEO and president of Memphis nonprofit organization here in Memphis, Tennessee. And this is our Top of the Morning podcast. And I'm your host, Riley Moe. We got two special guests here as representatives right here for Shelby County. I ain't gonna say city of Memphis, Shelby County all over. We got Kyler Gilkey and we got TJ Hardaway is in the building. And I have 10 questions for them, what I call the Memphis honey hot questions. Do y'all want the drums or do you want the flats?
Give me the flats, man.
You want the flats?
I know how to use them.
What you want?
I said if he takes the flats, I'll take drums.
You'll take the drums. Okay then. We're gonna start with him. Well, I'm gonna start with him first, and you can answer right out. Our first question: where you originally from, and what brings you to the table here in Memphis? Where you from?
Yeah, born and raised here in Memphis. I grew up in Orange Mound. Currently residing in East Memphis off of Shelby Drive.
Okay.
And so I'm out here to support all the work that you all are doing, giving back to our unhoused community, and just listening to people, making sure that we are hearing their voices and what their concerns are, and doing the work.
That's what's up. That's what we need. And what about you, TJ?
I grew up in District 93 on Glenview.
Glenview, South Memphis.
Yes, sir.
South
yes,
Memphis,
sir. Representing South
connected.
Memphis, Glenview, Orange Mound,
All that.
the heart and soul of Memphis, representing African Americans coming together to build their own community and circulate resources within that community.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we get into the part two, where the two people, we got the second flat. He got a drum. And they both eating at the same time. Okay, the second question is, what your first passion was? What, before you really decide to get into it, what's your first passion?
Man, my first passion was music, actually.
Rap, sing, what you do?
I sang, I played instruments. I'm the oldest of 5 boys.
Oh, that's
and my
up.
pops, God rest his soul, thought he was Joe Jackson.
Okay.
So me and all my brothers used to play instruments. We'd be downstairs in the den, putting together a routine and everything.
Really?
And I actually went to Soulsville Charter School and the Stats Music Academy here in South Memphis.
Okay.
Where I was able to hone in on those skills and really learn work ethic. Learn about the music business, music industry, and that's really what kind of put me on the business side. And I wanted to flip that when I got to college and learn the political side. And so that was my first love, my first passion.
Okay, what about you?
I started off with art and sports.
Arts and sports.
Yes.
What sport?
So between football, rugby, and Olympic weightlifting.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That was your first passion.
Shout out to Memphis Inner City Rugby.
Oh, bro, I didn't know we even had a rugby team here,
Yes,
man.
Yes, sir. We have a rugby league.
You got a rugby league here in Memphis?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Man,
One of the most
something new every
competitive
day.
in the South. Yeah.
Really. Man, there's learn something new every day. Okay, we're going to get into the third flat and the third drum. We're going to go to the flat first. Okay, to my third question, well, you know that was your passion, it's the music and everything. What attracted you to the politics you want to go into that?
So I graduated from University of Memphis with a double degree in political science and criminal justice. In one of my first political science courses, the professor came in and said, "Who can tell me the definition of politics?" And everybody's giving all these textbook answers and all this kind of stuff, and that's all great. The professor said, the definition of politics I want you to take away is who gets what, when, where, and how quickly. And from then on, I was hooked. So I saw so many things wrong with my community. Coming out of District 84, Orange Mound, Hickory Hill, and Oak Haven. And I saw so many things wrong with the community. After the tornado in 2008 that destroyed the Hickory Ridge Mall, investment started to leave that area. Homes started to be foreclosed. People started moving out. And so my thing is, how can I be a change agent to bring investment back to that community and be a part of the table? So I left college and went to work in Congress in Washington, D.C., where I spent 5 years in the House of Representatives, currently as a senior advisor to a member of Congress. And my thing is, how can we bring public and private partnership back to District 84? How can we really look at policy on a granular level, look at the state budgets, look at all these different things to bring investment back to District 84, making sure that our students and our kids have access to careers and jobs. And so that is kind of my focus right now, bringing healthcare access back to 84, all of the things. But that was kind of the shift for me in college, and the reason why I got into politics. Being a part of, because if you don't have a seat at the table, you on the menu.
Oh man, like that. And yourself?
Absolutely. Well, I grew up in politics. Our dad, from the get-go, had us knocking on doors, participating in campaigns, where we're being in the Capitol when he was elected into his position. And after spending a long time with athletics and then graduating from the University of Memphis, the need for a new way of thinking was obvious. The need for innovation in politics was obvious.
Right.
And just this past year, I spent a lot of time talking to my dad about the potential for following in his footsteps, and as God would have it and as fate would have it, this opportunity is in commemoration of that relationship.
Really? Oh, okay. That was up. Okay, getting to the fourth good quest. We eating good here. Okay, once you decided that was your step and you took it to Washington, why Memphis? You could have stayed in Washington, probably took a job or been represented somewhere else. Why you wanted to come back home? That was it. It was the heart. It was still in your heart.
Absolutely, man. I always knew when I moved to Washington, I always knew I was coming back. I went to DC to learn. I went to DC to grow. I went to DC to experience different opportunities and to figure out what are other cities across the country doing that we could potentially bring back to Memphis to make us better. And so that was always the plan. I left Memphis to come back to Memphis and to really hone in on the person that Memphis made me, that I went and took to DC, and then bringing back policy experience, bringing back innovation, bringing back different perspective that I think Memphis really needs right now. So it's always Memphis.
It's always good. And for you?
Getting an opportunity to travel and see the country and being able to be a part of coaching for athletics and seeing what it's like to actually give back to a younger generation and then receive from an older generation. And with recent events, the way that they've transpired in my family, this is an opportunity not only to be the fruit that was bared, because the apple doesn't far from the tree, so I'm told, but also an opportunity, as my colleague said, to bring innovation and a novel perspective into politics, into Memphis, in one of the most historical moments in history.
Right. That's good. Okay, get into our fourth wing, a flat and a draw. Okay, once you decide to come back to Memphis, which you both had passion for it. I mean, what you do? You had reached out to a few people and decided to go ahead and, hey, I'm gonna do this for Memphis.
Well, one thing is, if you see a need, you can't be looking around trying to figure out, who's gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Feel that need, do the work. Take it back. My dad, if it was a paper on the ground or whatever, the trash you be taking out, don't be looking around for your brothers to come take the trash out. If you see it need to be done, go ahead and do it. So I saw the need. I see the need for a younger generation of leaders to come up and take up the mantle and pick up the mantle, because not because we want to take over from the older generation, but we have something to add as well. We have value in the conversation. We understand policy and politics just as much as they do, and we can do the work. We are doing the work.
Right.
I've worked in Congress with some of the youngest elected member of Congress, Maxwell Frost from Florida. My age, 27 years old, doing the work. We have other elected officials in Memphis who are in their 20s and 30s who are doing the work. And so there's nothing wrong with young people coming in and wanting to relieve the older generation for their hard work and service to this community. And we can say, look, you know what? I got it. We in good hands, like Allstate.
Like Allstate. What about yourself, Jerry?
Well, having been in the Capitol these past few weeks, it's been an opportunity to pick up where great men have left off, and then bring this new technology that's in our environment right now, bring that to the forefront, and see how much quicker we can impact change, and how we can take all of these tools that are putting us in a position to push Memphis forward, call on the federal government, and then hold the local government accountable for anything that we have in mind to make sure that financially, spiritually, and socially, we grow as a community.
Right, that's man. I like the president. We getting into 7-6 y'all. Flat and a drum.
Yeah,
How
got
has
sauce on my
he
hands,
got
bro.
sauce on his hands now? You know what I'm saying? So how has for both of y'all, how has your support system been since you decided to take this jump when you came back to Memphis and you guys go ahead and execute your plan and run the represent? How was your support?
Yeah. Man, Memphis, one thing about us, once we get something in our mind and once we got something going, man, we're gonna go all in. So I've had a lot of people that have been really excited about this campaign, really excited for a new generation of leadership. And I've had so many people come to me and say, hey, I see what you're doing, keep doing it. Or hey, I want to support your campaign. I want to come knock on doors. Here's $5, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff that we need, and that has been really helpful to me as I've been on this journey. Running for a campaign is not easy, but the work is not easy either. And so we got to make sure that we're out here. So I appreciate everybody who's been supportive all across the city of Memphis. It's really been a blessing.
I could not be more blessed. I could honestly not ask for more. My father's works, and as many times as I will mention him to the city of Memphis, his inheritance has been his community, our community, my community. And the way that they've lifted me up and pushed me forward, and opportunities are constantly presenting themselves. There's not only faith in what he's instilled in me, but faith in the policies that we've communicated, that I've communicated with that support. So it's been unbelievably huge and a blessing.
Okay, that was up. Okay, get into the 7-1. We ain't good. Hey, so once you noticed you had some support with the family and the community, what you and your team decided to do when y'all sat that Ram team? Like, how do y'all decide to come up with a game plan to execute to get everybody? Hey, let's run behind Kyler Gilkey right here, y'all.
Yeah. So just kind of putting on my federal experience, my federal campaign hat. I kind of went in and was like, what are the numbers? Where do we need to be strategically at physically? Where do we need to be putting more of our resources? And so I'm thinking more of an analytical, more of an analytical mind when it comes to stuff like that. And so, but also where we reach people. I want to meet people where they are. You know what I'm saying? So going to churches, going to different spaces where I want to shake hands, or I want to talk to you. You know, so I want to know what your needs and concerns are. And so this is a people-driven campaign. This is, every single person who wants to see change, who wants to see investment, who wants to see different in District 84. That's what this campaign is about. And that is the strategy moving forward.
Okay.
Well, as a current seating representative,
Right.
my vision has to be, one, to pray about it, and two, to look for all of the data points that point the direction of any policy that we have in mind. As I said before, we have tools at our disposal right now where we can make a difference almost immediately. We can observe things in the budget. We can observe things in any process that it takes when things get botched, when things go wrong. We have methods that we can take to make sure that we're going through all of the process to make sure that these things are done properly, and that we're not optimizing things that may or may not should exist. So I want to participate in what Memphis is capable of, not what Memphis's reputation is to the rest of the country.
Right, man, that sounds good there. Y'all, we get into the April, we almost through with our play. But look, as y'all going through that journey, like everything I just said was good, but tell me, how have the ups and downs been? I'm pretty sure y'all have moments like, man, do I want to do this for our city? Do I really want to defend for are we really going to be in this together? I mean, how is the good and the bad been for that?
The good is, seeing Memphians come together in what right now politically is a very tumultuous time.
Yeah.
Right now, we got the state trying to come in and take over our school system.
Yeah.
We're not trying to, they are. We have the state come in and split our congressional district up, so diluting black representation in this city, which Memphis is an organically minority majority district. It's just not something that some court mandate. it was already like that because the people in Memphis, the majority of us are African American. And so to kind of see all of that from people who have no idea what Memphis is, and also trying to dilute the contribution. They don't want to take our financial contribution away from the state. They want to take our voting power away from the state. And so seeing that is very discouraging, but that just means we got to continue to fight even harder. And I'm a fighter. My family, we've been in Memphis our entire lives. I'm a fourth, fifth generation Memphian, and it's just in us. It's in us, the grit and grind and to thug it out, man. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep fighting, keep pushing. We know that eventually change is coming. Change is here. We just gotta be willing to accept it.
That's it. Yes, sir.
When it comes to the ups and downs, we're in the age of information, and that's both positive and it's also it could be hurtful because the information is mixed with being uninformed and being disinformed. What we don't know is also what could give us the wrong perspective. Yes. But the fact that we have so much access to that information puts us in a position to educate the community so that the things that we're looking for in politics now are things that we know are going to circle back around to the community.
Right.
Yep. We don't have to be as either emotionally invested or we don't have to be as ignorant toward who is representing us as much as we're aware of what this person stands for, what their policies actually are,
right,
and how they plan to implement those policies. And like we have technology at our fingertips, we can see the data. Our job, and your job as well, is to create transparency. We need transparency to our politicians, and we need transparency to our constituents.
Right.
And we're in the age to do it.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, we're on the ninth and we almost done with our play here. But yeah, what do the city of Memphis expect from you going forward?
The city of Memphis expects accountability from us. We are here to serve. We are here to, as a state representative, candidate for state representative, we're here to move policy in a way that's going to positively benefit and positively move the needle on issues that Memphians care about. And so if you're not doing that, and God be willing, once I'm elected, if I'm not doing that, yeah, I expect somebody to come to this, pull into the side and be like, look, you said you're going to do X, Y, Z, hold me accountable. That's what we need, more accountability from our elected officials to actually make change and move the needle positively on the things that Memphians care about. It's simple.
Right. Okay.
Well said.
Well said.
And we're servants. And to be in a position of accountability, we are serving our community by translating their disparities or their goals into government. So things that are happening in the community, the expectations that are happening in the community, and the ambition that flourishes in the community, it's our job to translate that into the capital so that we can put it in hard words through legislation and see that change happen as quickly as possible.
Okay, that was up. Hey, TJ is on the last drum. Kyler is on his last flag. Let them know who you are, what you're gonna do going forward, like you just said. Just holler at the city, and also tell them when, how they can vote, and give them your social media information.
Yeah. Well, number one, I just want to appreciate you for allowing me to dive into this 10-piece right here, man. It's been a great conversation. But my name is Kyler Gilkey. I'm running for state representative for District 84. If you're in the Hickory Hill, Oak Haven area, around the Memphis airport, please come out and support me. Election day is August 6th. You can follow me on social media at Kyler Gilkey on Instagram. Vote Kyler Gilkey for Tennessee State Representative on Facebook. And follow and go to my website, kylergilkey.com. Really appreciate y'all.
I appreciate it.
Said we couldn't sum it up any better, so I'll finish it off with, this is Representative TJ Hardaway signing off. Really enjoyed the meal.
No problem.
And we're looking forward to hearing from our constituents, and we're looking forward to representing you in Nashville so that we can make sure that Memphis moves forward the way that it has been and the way that it always should.
We just finished our play, and I thank these guys, man. Y'all continue to move forward and to move Memphis forward. And this is your host, Riley Moe, man. Of course, y'all know y'all can check me out on Facebook and Instagram as Riley Moe. And then the interviews will be on Facebook and also on Memphis C's YouTube page, man. I appreciate Kyler and I appreciate TJ, man. I appreciate y'all eating wings with me. I love the drums, though. I love flash too. It don't matter.